Let's reset this. And take you off. Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 The New Orders Island. Let us continue on from where we last left off. We're passing bills left, right, and center. Oh, and our credit rating's improved. Look at us go. What's our credit rate? We're at level 7. Again, I'm assuming it goes to 10. Oh, it actually says right here. So right now we are intermediate. If we can get up to level 10, interest rate decreases. Effects on debt on interest rate goes down. We get some stability. Interest rate if we have level 1 is 25%. God damn. That's pretty goddamn bad. Following the bullet's path. Another one. Expected Doherty lead down and picked up one of the cartridges by inserting his pen into the hole where the bullet had been, lifting it up. He took a closer look at it. Same as the others, he said to himself, replacing it into the evidence bag. There are plenty of cartridges and bullets around, but he had seen enough of them to make the conclusion. Lieutenant, he called out to the man from the military intelligence, got a bag of 38 Smith & Wesson for you. I think our suspects were using aimless revolvers. The Brits had those during the war. We had used 455 Velby as our sidearm then. My God, said the lieutenant. Does it mean it's a false flag attack? This is an unexpected conclusion. What? Asked Doherty in disbelief. The English are behind us, that's for sure, said the lieutenant. They were supplied with weapons of the attack, and that means they're behind it. Are they doing IRA attacks on the Protestants to rile them up? This might be part of their plan to take over. Don't be daft, said Doherty. They just use English ammunition, that's all. And we use English ammunition ourselves for quite a time. It doesn't mean it's conspiracy when someone uses a Smith & Wesson. But you know, these things do happen, said the lieutenant. I know you don't really believe the war started with the Gilchin incident, Inspector. This is a ludicrous theory, though thought the Inspector at first, but so many crazy things have happened in the world, but it did have a shred of possibility. You know what? Let's start working from that assumption. I believe the London government is trying to rattle things up in Northern Ireland. That seems like it could possibly be true. And possibly being true is the same thing as being true. So 91 out of 97. I would like for maybe the Labour Party to like us a little bit more. Okay, we've got the State Corporations Bill. This is currently a right-wing bill. The tension's boiling over. You're out of your damn mind, Doherty, declared Commissioner Collins. This can't be the only thing you're offering me here. It makes sense, insisted Inspector Doherty. The attack happened with English weapons, and nation with the greatest amount of English weapons is England. And the IRA is being funded and supported by them. This is a false flag operation. You have to work with me on this, Commissioner. Every bloody day, more Protestants are attacked. Yesterday, a football sports club was shot up. And the only lead you have is the same English ammunition. This isn't working, Doherty. The city is breathing down my neck, telling me to find a solution and get someone behind bars. You need a suspect named and fast. It's not that simple, maintained Doherty. This is a matter of national security, and they have to be told that. I can't tell them some half-baked theory about the English. Your theory better start producing some results and fast, because we're being pushed to the breaking point here in Belfast. What if it is the English? Like, hear me out. You don't think the English would mess around in Ireland? That's like their national pastime. And a steam burst a pipe. You made it to the front page of London Times, said Commissioner Collins coldly. What? Asked Inspector Doherty. Your theory got out to the press. Through military intelligence, and they had a field day with it. Now London's outraged, and they are going to demand an explanation and an apology. And Dublin has no choice but to give it to them. They don't have any shred of evidence to stand on the side from your theory, and now military intelligence and every Irish police officer has an egg on his face. Doherty was stunned. So what does this mean for the case? This case is over, Inspector. We can't move at all with only a theory that can't be proven, and one which is diplomatically impossible to follow up on. No arrest, multiple casualties, and a massive diplomatic fuck-up. That's how this case is closed. Collins sighed, then continued. You fucked up, Doherty, and your union is the only thing stopping me from taking your badge right here. A long silence, Inspector Doherty said. Sir. Get out of my sight. Okay, so the one group we had some sort of cordial relations with is now very powerful and displeased. So I say, let's strike all of them. If they're extremely angry, they can't get any more angry. Right? Yeah, I mean, that sounds reasonable. Labor's upset. Calling our right-wing bill an injustice and travesty. Okay, so Labor's a little bit upset. Not going to worry about that. Hello, Chris. What we need, because like, we're probably down to 89 votes. We can radicalize the bill. Actually, no, radicalizing doesn't help us. Because the nationalists, we don't need their support. We could de-radicalize it. We're going to de-radicalize it ever so slightly. We're at 91 votes right now. We need 5 more. Jordan signs peace accords with Israel. Rumus, okay, people are doing many things. Any South Americans are concerned to Uruguay. That's fine. Don't worry about all this stuff, okay? A lot of stuff's going on in South America. It's a funny place, okay? Why did I spend my 10 political power? Like, this is not going to pass. This isn't going to pass at all. Yeah, no, this bill's over. Okay, another failed bill. The left wing is now a little bit more powerful, but again, even then, it's like 40-60. Like the ratio is basically identical. It hasn't changed at all. Okay. We got a lot of stuff going on down in South America. Apparently, Israel now exists. Collaboration victory in Malaysia. Okay. So Japan is also doing really, really well in Asia at the moment. Now, I don't think Germany and Japan are on good terms at the moment. But I guess, Max, we have not looked at the Cold War. The Cold War screen at all. Cold War interface, yes. So, currently, victory 75, victory's 200. No, victory is negative 75. So the American faction is just really large, which is why they have the most score. But they're not really winning any victories. Germany right now is winning the most. Tensions. Okay, so the United States and Germany actually are the most cordial at the moment. Japan's kind of hostile to everybody at the moment. Hopefully, the world doesn't explode, but it's not impossible. So how many countries currently have nuclear weapons? We're looking at 4. Germany, America, Japan, and Burgundy. We don't have any missiles of ourselves. I can't imagine, as Ireland, we will ever have a nuclear weapon. I would be stunned. Let me just put it that way. Okay, so we're going to have $1 million more in investment. We'll get more approval. And we're going to give Northern Ireland 200 more rifles. Which probably is good. Do they have a focus tree? No, they don't. But, you know, hopefully the North Irish government is not going to completely collapse. You're ahead of time. Consumer goods. Production units to GDP, 1.5%. That sounds like that could be useful. So we'll definitely take that. And how is our construction right now? We're still building our prison in Dublin. I mean, there's a lot of terrorist groups up in the north. So building a prison probably will be meaningful. But also, prison is currently like our worst stat next to hospitals. So I think this seems okay. We literally don't have any military factories at the moment, which seems bad, but don't worry about that so much. We have so much potential. We have $4 million in funding. Yeah, and you can only do 1 project in the entire country. I feel like it should be 1 per state. Send $5 million to infuse construction for 50 days. I don't have $5 million, so I don't know how to do that. The right is right. Let us increase NIC funding. Just give the cops in Northern Ireland as much money as they could possibly want. I'm willing to throw buckets of dollars at them. Okay, so I'm assuming the left probably hates this bill, but the nationalist... Oh, are you not a bill? No, actually, you're not a bill at all. Okay. Are you a bill? No, you just make the Labour Party a little bit more popular. And then we got 2 more bills down here, which is fine. Mass production methods, thank you very much. Yeah, so now we should be... Yeah, we now have a new economic year. Left click to see start. Total trade. Okay. I'm surprised that our largest trade partner is Germany. Or is not Germany. Our largest trade partner is Ukraine. Not really who I would expect. I thought you think that, like, you know, Germany itself would be our biggest trade partner. But maybe we're just getting, like, a lot of grain from them. It makes sense, I would say. Or maybe they just have, like, oil. I'm not... Like, what are we actually importing? Economy, trade. We're importing oil. Are we getting oil from Ukraine? We're also importing steel, so, I mean, it could be that. Okay, so we have auto-balanced trade, which I think is nice. Yeah, we're importing steel from Ukraine. Okay, so Japan's had a major economic crisis. That's good. I mean, that's kind of good for us. Japan being poor probably does make our standing in the world a little bit better. I guess we'll increase our submarines a little bit as well. Do we even have a navy? We have 14 boats. What is our navy made up of? A couple of submarines, a couple of destroyers. Okay, so basically we have a shit navy, but that's kind of all you need to know. Okay, Second Caribbean Legion declared war on the Dominican Republic. J-Lo launched a blitz in the Philippines. And more trouble in the special zone. Sean Lamass massaged his nose with the rough skin of his thumb and pointer finger, for rubbing his hand over his tired face and resting his chin upon his palm. Alright, Mgen, I'm ready, he said with a sigh. What's the news? His secretary cleared her throat. The girl was a helpful sort, given this job because she was the niece of some MP or another who cashed in a favor. Sean Lamass has traded so many favors to keep the country together that he could no longer keep track of who he owed anything. Mr. Troyech, the North Ireland Contributor reports that the military organizations have increased their activity this week. The IRA has plastered the town with anti-German pamphlets. The Citizen Guard has committed yet another arson attack on the Protestant districts, and the Ulster Volunteer Force has hospitalized 2 more constables in the name of throwing out the Catholics. The girl looked at him expectantly as though she thought a rousing speech was about to come from his mouth, and a decisive order be given to save the nation. Instead, he let out a long and ragged sigh. More trouble in the special zone. Mgen, there's always more trouble in the special zone. If anything, this was a slow news week. Can I suppress them anymore? Yes, suppress everybody as much as we can. Liberals retain power in Canada. The Republican People's Party has ruled in Turkey for almost 40 years. And Puerto Plata invasion. Dominican Republic. Wait, who's invading? Iberia, are you invading? Because we got the Dominican Republic. They've declared war on the Caribbean Legion. Which, you know, sure, I don't really know what they're going to be doing there. The King of Egypt is dead. Okay, more people. I think there's more wars in Russia. Because right now, Egypt is a puppet of the Italians. With the king dead, we might see them... I guess we'll do the campaign with Korish as well. We might see them break away from the Italians a little bit more. Just keep on... Just keep on breaking Italy, man. They're not having a great time. Okay, we could get more funding. We have $5.5 million in the bank. We could rush construction. I mean, how long until you're done? 76 days. No reason to spend this money. We could request funding, but I don't really think that's necessary. Where do we want to? We could get offices, maybe? Office construction project. Well, again, like, what are we the worst on at the moment? I mean, the military, the prisons are not looking great. Army base not great. We need more hospitals. Offices are okay. They give you political power gain, attrition factor. We'll improve our political power, reduce attrition. What do prisons do? Because we're building one. Actually, I don't know what it does for us. Maybe stability? Building prison in poor, more populated states such as Dublin will improve our stability by 1.2%. And our compliance gain by 4.9%. Have you ever gotten bored of doing this? Like doing, like YouTube stuff? Or what do you mean? Let's do the Civilian Investment Act first. 90. We need 6 votes. So let's encourage the nationalists. We'll encourage the moderates. We've got our votes. Hopefully that's okay. Doing YouTube stuff with Hoi 4. I mean, we have been doing Hoi 4 stuff for a long time. Okay, the liberals support us. Fantastic. I do still enjoy making YouTube videos. And I know people still really enjoy the... You know, people still enjoy watching them. So, you know, I'm still happy to make them. I do, like I think I've said before, I do want to start expanding what's on the channel. We're doing, like, the Victoria 3 stuff. Again, I still got to record more Advanced Wars, even though it's been probably like 5 weeks at this point. If I had to take a guess for how long it's been. Because then there's other strategy games I want to, you know, bring back on this channel or to start in the first place. I want to do some Total War at some point on the channel. I want to... There's some new strategy games that are coming out. I want to give them a try as well. Like, I do want to expand what's on Anthem 1. I'm happy with how things are going on Anthem 2, with all the variety of content on that channel. Solaris is a good one. I think maybe when there's like a new DLC, maybe we'll jump into Solaris. It's been a long time since I played Solaris. Okay, how's our bill going? It's looking pretty good. It's currently considered a moderate bill. We've gotten our votes here. And what benefit are you actually going to give us? Hopefully something good. Maybe something that'll improve the poverty rate. The bill has passed. We gain 2 production units. We'll be spending $55 million. All that sounds pretty A-okay in my book. So we're going to get our Investment Act to do the Public Meeting Act next. And with that, I think this is going to be a good time for us to end off this episode. So if you enjoyed, thumbs up. Not enjoying, thumbs down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.